Imagine life without TikTok, Netflix, or Fortnite. Just you, nature, and way too much free time. How did our ancestors not die of boredom? From cave dwellers to Victorian salons, here are the most absurd, clumsy, and surprisingly clever ways people killed time throughout history. Stick around, because some of these will make you laugh and cringe at the same time. 40,000 years ago in African savannas and European caves, the ultimate thrill was hunting woolly mammoths. You and your buddies with spears and stones facing a 6-ton hairy giant. One wrong throw, and you became the story of the guy who got squashed. It wasn't just dinner, it was extreme sports with real stakes. Australian Aboriginal people threw boomerangs not just to hunt but to see them smack someone in the head for fun. They played games with pebbles, tracked stars like amateur astronomers, and painted mammoths on cave walls. Basically the first Instagram posts. They danced around fires, imitating animals to burn calories and stay alert without doom scrolling. Let's jump to the Maya and Aztecs around 3,000 years ago in Mesoamerica. Their ball game Pocatoke used a heavy rubber ball that players could only hit with hips and elbows. Lose the game and the gods might demand your head on a platter. Winners sometimes lost theirs too. High-stakes entertainment at its finest. In ancient Egypt and Greece, people played Senet, a board game with hieroglyphs where the winner supposedly got better afterlife perks. It was like gambling with your soul. Romans took it to another level with gladiator fights in the Colosseum for 80,000 screaming fans and chariot races that ended in fiery crashes and broken bones. Formula One on horses with zero safety. Medieval Europe kept the chaos alive. Peasants played game ball with no rules, entire villages kicking, punching, and trampling each other across muddy fields until bones broke. It was basically football mixed with wrestling and zero referees. Knights jousted on horses while crowds laughed at dramatic falls. Traveling minstrels told dirty jokes and Arthurian legends in smoky taverns. Acrobats performed dangerous tricks. Then came the 1518 dancing plague in Strasbourg, where hundreds danced non-stop for days until exhaustion killed them. A deadly party no one could leave. Talk about getting carried away. In China, people flew massive dragon kites. In Japan, samurai played Go between battles or wrote haiku about cherry blossoms. Without showers or clean clothes, the smell added its own special flavor to the entertainment. Life was rough, but never boring. During the Renaissance, people flocked to Shakespeare plays where actors sometimes actually died on stage from real accidents. Board games like chess and cards became popular. But the Victorians took absurdity to the next level with graveyard picnics, eating sandwiches right next to tombstones. Victorians stuffed dead cats into tiny clothes and posed them drinking tea or getting married. Taxidermy pets as family members, peak weirdness. Women went crazy for pterodomania, obsessively collecting ferns in the woods like it was a treasure hunt. They held seances where tables supposedly levitated and made jewelry from the hair of dead relatives. Public dissections of corpses were family entertainment. The first escalators were so novel that people bought tickets just to ride them up and down for fun. In the 20th century, before home computers, people turned to radio, movies, and the Charleston dance that regularly broke ankles. Drive-in theaters let couples watch films from their cars. 70s and 80s arcades swallowed quarters in Pac-Man and Pong. Kids spent hours feeding machines for that one more life. From mammoth hunting to pixelated tennis, humans always found chaotic ways to occupy their minds without pocket screens. Think about it. Our brains hate boredom. We've been inventing ridiculous activities for thousands of years. Maybe this weekend, turn off your phone and try something old school. Play chess, dance like crazy, or just stare at the stars like our ancestors. But let's go deeper into prehistory. Early humans didn't just hunt, they created art. Cave paintings in Lascaux and Altamira weren't just doodles. They were storytelling, possibly even spiritual rituals. Imagine spending hours mixing pigments from dirt and berries to paint on walls by firelight. In ancient Rome, beyond gladiators, citizens loved public baths where they gossiped, exercised, and networked. It was like a sweaty social media. Emperors threw massive feasts with exotic foods and entertainment that sometimes included throwing Christians to lions. During the Middle Ages, festivals and fairs featured freak shows, juggling, and miracle plays. People bet on cockfights or bear baiting, animals fighting for sport. Dark, but it passed the time when winters were long and dark. The printing press changed everything. Suddenly books were more accessible, and people read novels or poetry for hours. But before that, oral storytelling around the fire kept communities connected with epic tales of heroes and monsters. Fast forward to the Industrial Revolution. Factories brought new free time and new problems. People went to music halls, vaudeville shows with comedy and magic tricks. Bicycle riding became a craze, with men and women racing through parks. Today we scroll endlessly, but our ancestors survived without it by being creative, risky, and often ridiculous. The next time you complain about being bored, remember the dancing plague or cat funerals. Appreciate your phone, but maybe put it down sometimes. Like if you learned something weird today, comment your favorite bizarre historical pastime below, and subscribe for part 2 with even crazier stories.